Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. I know y'all remember when those 10 inmates escaped from the New Orleans jail. Since then, a lot has gone on. Several arrests has been made. When I first heard it, I knew that it was an inside job. And yeah, they even locked up the maintenance man in the facility. Well, I got the update on the last man standing, and I'm going to let you know why he is the last man standing, and I'm going to share a few words from the marshals. So, as we know, 10 inmates all escaped at the same time from this New Orleans jail. They could be seen on video, all 10 of them running out of the jail towards their freedom, right? This happened on May 16th. Since then, a lot has happened. They arrested a couple officers. They arrested the maintenance man for his involvement. A couple girlfriends got locked up. And all nine, except this one, nine of the escaped inmates have been captured. But let's go back before I get into the last man standing. Let's go back to Antoine Massey. Antoine Massey was two left, but he took it to social media, I think Instagram or one of them social websites, and he made his plea. In doing that, he kind of drew attention to his location. So when the police first came, they identified where he recorded, the apartment that he recorded from. But when they got there, he was gone. Well, shortly after, this was like on June 27th, maybe a couple weeks after that incident, they caught him. But in the video, he was proclaiming his innocence. I haven't done anything. They trying to lock up a wrong, an innocent man. And he was pleading for help from the likes of local rapper. Well, he's international rapper, but he's from New Orleans. Lil Wayne. He named several different names. He also asked for help from President Trump. He wants help for attorney fees. He just wants help because he said he's not that guy. He's a good guy. But as I mentioned, man, in doing that, he brought some negative attention to where he was at. They say he was not too far from the prison when they caught him. And it was like a month and a half later, of him escaping. That was the ninth one. Now that brings us to the last man standing. And that man is none other than Derrick Groves. How did Derrick Groves become successful? Why is he the last man standing? Was it luck? Was it strategy? I'm going to just say this. It could be a mixture of both, dealing with the luck and the strategy. Because one thing, far as I know, he stayed out of the public's eye. He didn't make no videos or anything like that. He stayed out of the public eye, right? There's been mention that he's a man of many disguises. You know how the internet is, so you can't really verify. They say he's been known to wear wigs, and just study, disguising himself. I'm not sure if he's still local, maybe so. But we got to remember that according to records, Derrick Groves is a dangerous man. He's in there for killing two people, right? They say while in the jail, he assaulted and battered a correctional officer. So they are considering him armed and dangerous. But he is the last man standing. He has been very quiet. But there's a message from the U.S. Marshals. And let me see. Is Chief Deputy U.S. Marshal Walter Martin have some words for him, meaning Derrick Groves, and for the community. To Derrick Groves, he said, he coming to get you and he gonna catch you by any means necessary. It says, just like we found Mr. Massey, which was the ninth individual that they caught, we will find Groves. That's his message, man. They say they coming at you, they gonna find you, man. They also say Walter Marshall encourages anyone with information to call authorities. You can, this is what the marshal is saying. He's telling anybody, we know he's a dangerous man. You might fear for your life. But the marshal is telling everybody, man, you can remain anonymous. You know, there is a $50,000 reward. So I guess you can remain anonymous, but you got to have some way to collect that $50,000 because it is a $50,000 reward. So maybe they have, I guess the contact would be anonymous, and then the other part, you know, they'll put you through anonymous, but you got to leave your name and, you know, information to set that up. The marshal also goes on to say, collectively, we will not rest, even if it takes another 6 days, another 6 weeks, until the last fugitive is in custody. So he's saying no matter what it takes, right? They coming for you. So I think that's something that Derrick Groves already know. He know that, you know, they're coming at him. I think he would understand that, being a realist, you know. I think he knows that. But they letting you know, man, they coming for you. They ain't playing no games. So I guess enjoy his freedom until, you know, as long as you can. Some people might encourage you to turn yourself in. That's up to you and your family. I don't know, you know, whatever. But they consider you armed and dangerous. So just keep that in consideration, man. One wrong move, it can be your life, man. So that's the latest on this situation, man. It can get dangerous. Lives can be on the line, especially his. And also other people involved, you know, him being out there desperate. I don't know his situation. But, you know, anytime you're on the run, you got to survive. You got to be able to eat. You got to have shelter, clothes. You know, you got to survive. So far, he's been able to fly under the radar. But the U.S. Marshals, what his name? Chief Deputy U.S. Marshal Walter Martin has a message for you that they're coming to get you. So that's the status of that, man. I want to thank y'all, man, for watching the video. Thank y'all for the continued support. If you have not done it, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. And y'all be safe out there, man. Be careful because there are some dangerous people out in our society. So make sure no matter what, you be careful. And I'm not just talking about Derrick Groves. I'm talking about dangerous people. As you see stuff on the news, just be careful, you know, pay attention. Be careful, pay attention. Until next time, man, make sure y'all be safe. Peace.